We're live. Okay. Woohoo. So hi everyone at the Wet Spot. How's it going?
Hello. It's going wonderful. Very, very busy on what is our 22nd annual anniversary sale here at the Wet Spot. I'm Cameron Loftman, store manager here. And it is absolutely crazy. You can't see really all that much going on, probably not in the background, but it has been one of our busier days on record already, and this is the first day of our sale.
That's great. Cool. I know Stephan said that it was out the door before. So that's pretty cool.
I'm also here with Steve Lundblad of the Cichlid Exchange, noted cichlid specialist, cichlid expert.
Sounds good. Hi, how you doing?
Today I'm just stand-in fish bagger. So yeah, it's always good to be here. Going on at the West Spot. So, yeah,
Pros here.
Nice.
We have all the nice fish.
That's
you want to
awesome.
guide us around a little bit, Cameron?
Yeah, let's see. I'd love to see what's going on over there.
Following me through what is, of course, and it looks like we're even hitting a lull, if you can believe it, as we go through more of our larger fish side. We're currently in E row. A lot of our smaller South and Central American cichlids. When we get the Malagasy cichlids, will also be around this area. Of course, all of our nice hardscape that we just got in recently.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, just got a huge shipment, and of course, one is also waiting in the wings that has. We've managed to dodge that bullet. I believe 6 more pallets of hardscape will be coming, I'm sure, to show up bright and early Monday morning.
Oh wow.
We venture into more of the community side of the store, and of course, run past some of our lovely display tanks like the rainbow fish one.
Gorgeous.
Lovely. Yep. I'm going to take the tiniest amount of credit and say I actually was the one that at least started this current state and threw the fish in there, and then somebody more talented than I, of course, took the reins from there.
No, that's beautiful. What size tank is that?
It's a 125 set in the wall. We've got a couple FX6s running on there. We've got a couple Fluval 3.0s for the lighting. I believe 3 of those are varying length. Just to, again, show off the Fluval fish. And there's some rare Gara species in there as well, hiding in and amongst the cryptocorn. Very nice.
Very nice.
Again, the deadest we've been since 10 a.m. Nice big crowd for us to open up first thing. Always nice to see.
Is your anniversary sale always this busy, or was this a particularly busy year?
I'd say yes, both. Normally the sale is quite busy. And of course, with COVID last year, we did have to modify the sale instead of being a weekend only endeavor and stretching it throughout the week to help keep people safe, make sure we can distance properly. But this year is definitely more of a return to form. I've been at the Wet Spot for 3.5 years now in a managerial role the whole time, and this is my 3rd rodeo, and this is definitely a nice return to normalcy to see people that's really, really excited to come join the sale, and especially start gunning for some of the rarer, more hard to find fish, more so than usual. Has always been one of my favorite parts of the job, is hooking up someone with that rare fish that they also happen to really like, especially fancy plecos or harder to find rainbow fish or tetras, things like that have always been popular, but even more so.
Nice.
Throughout the sale.
That's great. Wow, what a gorgeous space. Holy cow. That is not a small store.
We have, I always get the exact number wrong, but at least 350 plus throughout the store, including plant tanks, display tanks, as well as the on the floor.
Wow.
Lovingly kind of capstoned by our 500-gallon looming there in the background, full of Malawi cichlids.
Oh, how cool.
It's 10 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet, and it's, I would imagine, probably the heaviest thing I could ever realistically conceive of or possibly lift.
I believe it. That's fantastic.
We put on top of it, throw in a nice tropical environment.
I mean, why not? Oh, nice tank. Mm. Almost big enough to go scuba diving in. Wow, gorgeous.
So let's spot banana. Be the first one to find.
Absolutely.
Yep, and of course we just got in. This is going to be hard to believe, given how empty they're probably about to look, but we just received a fresh plant shipment yesterday.
Oh, wonderful.
Throughout the day, so got some nice ones, like some very nice, actually submerged growth for ones of Crypt Pink Flamingo.
Oh, beautiful.
Very nice plant. Just received a whole shipment of tissue cultures, which our fridge is now half empty.
Oh,
Again,
wow.
I swear all these tanks are full at 10 a.m. as I put all the plants away last night, and they're
That's great.
getting there once again. Unfortunately, we have a nice one popping up sooner than later.
Fantastic.
Of course, some of our displays as well, which we've revitalized in recent times.
Nice.
No worries.
Oh, these are gorgeous tanks. Wow. You have a really hefty plant selection. This is very impressive. Wow. Nice camera work, Stephan. Thank you.
Okay.
It's my premiere as a cameraman.
Yeah.
What an auspicious start it is.
You
We have
didn't
18
know.
dedicated plant groups,
Oh, wow.
and especially larger ones, which is nice.
That's great. Nice swords. Wow. So was
About
today
20
the first day
people here, so
of your sale? It just started today, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We just started at 10 a.m. this morning. It'll run all weekend here in the
Oh, boy.
store. And of course, coming up soon, we're starting to tease it, we will have something going for our online customers as well, you know, spread the love throughout
That's
the
great.
country, since there's so many folks out there that do order from us, do love our fish, our plants, and everything we have to offer. So that'll be popping up here later in the month. And we'll be promoting that a lot on social media as well.
That is fun.
congrats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is dense. How nice. Cool.
Valves, onion plants.
So, Stephan, what are you taking home?
Oh, I already have a whole bunch of bycatch fishes over in the wholesale business that I put aside.
You know, we do have some really nice Milan Pina Parva.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, the rainbows especially lately I've been very, very impressed with. I get to see them 5 days out of the week, but it's just getting me ever closer to taking home a whole bunch of those sooner than later.
I guess that might be the best and worst thing about working at such an amazing fish store is that you do tend to acquire a lot of the things you see.
Take work home with me. I'm up to 30 tanks, about 160 species of varying numbers at this point. Especially a lot of catfish, which are my specialty, and of course some rare tetras and barbs scattered throughout.
That's great. Well, I'm sure Stephan has already been talking about our new characin edition, which you guys are going to be featured in, which is awesome. So yeah, it's nice to see so many people focusing on new and interesting little tetras again. And such.
tetra.
I would love to.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Definitely a very, very big pleasure.
Oh, we're having a little blip. That's okay. I'm sure we'll be back. The tetras were just so cool. The phone couldn't handle it. Oh, hi, Johannes. It's very cool. So while we're waiting for them to come back, for anyone who hasn't been to or doesn't know Westbox, Westbox is a really fabulous store in Portland, Oregon that I have not yet been able to get to, but I'm hoping to possibly at the end of the year. But it's pretty great, and Stephan is there live, of course. He's doing our camera work. So you can see what's going on at the Westbox, and they are in the midst of the first day of their anniversary sale, which is obviously a big deal. It looks like they dropped off, so I think Stephan will probably have to log back in. So we'll be back soon. Anyway, we were about to be headed over to their section of tetras, and that's sort of been our focus for the last month or so, we've sort of been inundated with everything Tetra because we are coming out with, we just announced, of course, our characin special, our special edition. It's the first special edition of Amazonas that we've ever done. And we're hoping to do more of them, of course, because it's always nice to do something a little bit special. But as you can imagine, it's a bit of extra work because it's sort of like having a 7th issue instead of our usual 6. So it's a ton of content. We've been putting it together basically since the beginning of the year with, you know, the words and the editing, putting our articles together, getting all the images sorted. But it's going to be fantastic. And that's on sale now. I know I mentioned it in my little test video earlier, and I'll put the link in our comments as well. But if you want to check it out on the website, you can go to amazonasmagazine.com/hot new tetras. And yeah, the whole issue is all about new Brazilian characins. So it should be great. And it's all from really incredible authors and just world-renowned experts all over the world. And it's probably the most definitive publication on Brazilian tetras in the last 3 decades. So it's pretty exciting. And I am going to message Stephan right now to see if we can get back on, because you obviously don't just want to sit here and listen to me talk about tetras. Hold on. I guess this is the beauty of live streaming. You just never know how it's going to go. Want to try to get back on with us. Yes. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, as long as I've got you guys, so we've got the characin special, which is really exciting. And then our last issue of the year is the one with Corey's on the cover. So it's the title page is Keen on Corey's, and that is our November-December issue. And pretty soon, because you know we always have to be working so far ahead of time, we'll be making announcements about what we've got planned for the beginning of the year. But there should be some really good stuff, and there will be more videos coming out soon on our channel. So I'm going to have our inside look video up tomorrow for the Keen on Corey's edition. So while you're waiting for it to show up in your mailbox at home, you can kind of have a look at a quick thumb through of what you can expect to see if you haven't seen it already. What else are we going to do for videos? We'll be releasing a video interview with one of our authors from the Corey, the Keen on Corey's edition. And then what else? Oh, and it's going to be kind of fun because I'm going to start looking at articles from our back issues. As you may or may not know, if you have a subscription to Amazonas Magazine, you also have access to our digital back issues, as well as your current ones, of course. But you can go back and look through all of that content, read through it, which is a really fantastic thing to be able to do. And that's made possible by our back issue sponsors, which is always a great thing. Hold on, I'm seeing what Stephan says. Oh, he said it just crashed the battery. Oh no. Well, maybe we can hop on a different one. Anyway, I will finish my thought about the back issues and then see if we can figure this out with Stephan. Point being, there are some really fantastic back issues to go through. And as I've been going through them myself, I was talking with Matt and Stephan, and we thought it would be kind of neat to do sort of little blurbs about some of our back issue articles that I find to be particularly cool. So I've got one marked, I think at least one from every issue that we've done so far that I'd like to focus on because, I just started with Amazonas not too long ago. So yeah, it's been fun to go back through all of the old issues and pull some of our more exciting stories, I think. And I'm a mild killifish fanatic, so I do apologize in advance if I spend too much time talking about killifish. I'll try to be fair to everything else. But I am going to really quick give Stephan a call on this end and see if maybe we can use someone else's phone to log back in at the Westbox. But if we can't, we are planning on being back with them tomorrow. We don't have an exact time yet because they've been so busy there. Like we were planning to do this earlier in the day, but they were absolutely swamped, like lines out the door down the street, crazy busy, which is of course great. So yeah, we'll see what time tomorrow, but I think tomorrow afternoon is the hope, and we might be able to do a couple interviews with some of the people that work there, kind of talk about what's going on for the anniversary sale, what fish we should be paying attention to, plants, everything. So we should hopefully be back with that. So I'm going to give Stephan a really quick call and see if we can't get this sorted. We're going to do all of these things at once. I've got the computer going, the phone going, Zoom, Facebook, everything. Very new age. Let's see what he says.
What else do you have to show us?
Oh, I've got more beautiful Brazilian tetras. Looks like somebody's already cleaned us out of some, but Hypethosabricon Julius, the watermelon, just at a nice size where they're really starting to develop some of that nice color. And especially first thing in the morning, you'll see males with that nice black, that nice white, that nice red contrast. Just absolutely stunning when they're in breeding.
So these are the
coloration.
ones with the red eye.
Yep. Got them in here with some hatchet fish, as well as some Amocryptocharax in the tank as well. Beautiful, beautiful tetra. Another more decent sized one, gets some girth to it, but still very peaceful. One of our fellows here had a nice group of them a little bit ago that were very impressive to see in his home aquarium. And even here in a store tank, they're very beautiful.
Yeah, they are. Wow.
Let's keep them going, running out of time.
Of course, keep rare tetras going. Here are one that I hadn't really seen before until very recently. The strawberry tetra, Hypethosabricon Micropterus, and there's a couple of them flitting around here and there. Definitely more of a phantom type, so to speak. Down here in the corner, they've got that nice white, black, and red dorsal tip. Very, very pretty fish when they're not terrified. It looks like someone was just in this tank scooping something out. But very, very striking, smaller tetra. I'm kind of eyeballing these for myself if I can find the room, but very, very pretty red. Kind of reminiscent of,
They're very skittish.
yeah, a rosacea. So definitely a better one for either a species tank or possibly adding a dither to help them be a little bit more outgoing.
That's a gorgeous fish, though. Wow.
Very, very nice.
Imagine a large school of those. Oh.
Okay, let's move.
Of course, one of my favorite, and at the moment, given what we have in store, probably our nice Brazilian tetras. Hypethosabricon red cherry, and we're in our kind of our nano and microfish area here in the store.
Nice.
So back in here, it's the, as you could probably guess, the bright cherry red tetras.
What a
as
vibrant
I mentioned,
color.
Hypethosabricon SP red cherry, another Brazilian. Just gorgeous. I have a couple of these at home. I have had zero issues with them. They've been very peaceful. They've been very adaptable, and they even get redder over time, if you can believe it. Just absolutely stunning. I would love to start trying to work with these and get them to spawn sooner than later, but at least in the interim, in one of my mixed tetra tanks, they are just showstoppers.
Wow.
And here with some very nice, the other tetras in here are junior tetras, Hypethosabricon robustulus. Unfortunately, a little scared right now there in the back, but another gorgeous tetra coming from, in this case, Peru. Very dimorphic, very pretty. Wonderful, wonderful tetras.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you, Cameron, for giving us some intro here. I think we'll probably
Cameron, thank
continue
you so much.
tomorrow, and we'll have an interview with the owners of the Wet Spot and the Cichlid Exchange planned for tomorrow. So I'll check back with us, and I hand this over to Alex for closing up.
Fantastic. Well, Cameron, thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. I think people are really excited to see all these fish. So thanks for sharing. So, all right, well, I guess that's it for the evening. And we hope to see you all back there tomorrow. We will be back at Westbox talking to some of the owners, and then maybe doing a little bit more of a tour if we have time. I don't know. We'll see how crazy busy it is for you guys on a Saturday. Probably insane.
Racing for the impact already.
I believe it. Maybe we'll be able to get some video of how crazy it is in there. But all right, well, awesome. Thanks for being part of this, and thank you to everybody for watching. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night or morning from wherever you're watching. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.